Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Allen. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 5.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now it's Hines. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hines. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when, as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, often to great success.
Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To the air, Allen. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. On the move past the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Here's Hines. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bronco defense comes up big. They'll start by running the option to the right. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. The slot man in motion right. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Williams will try again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Hines. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They run with Hines. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Reggie Gilliam. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Singletary to get the drive started. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 26. Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
From the 27, Wilson. He's got a man, complete, the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly miss hit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Now Davis fumbles it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Williams going to get it again on second down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Off the option, here's Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The kick by McManus is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Now Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, He's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And the Broncos get there and take him down. DJ Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. Now a give, right side. Hines, down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. It was Jamel Dean who came up to make the tackle. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Allen gonna throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
One final try here for Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. On 1st down, it's Hines, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nyheim Hines taking it in from 7 yards away, and the Bills put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The slot man in motion right. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35. A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes it for in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 3rd down, Hines. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. the play fake. Here's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. From 13 yards out. And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Allen. Pass complete to Hines. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Throwing is Allen. And that's complete to Davis. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Now Allen. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Gotta go, let's go. 14.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. He gets this complete to Diggs, and he's going to get out of bounds. That stops the clock, and they pick up a good chunk of yardage as well. 22 yards there, a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Back to throw. Allen. On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping and track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like Travis Kelce, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it open. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just real Jersey. It's the first half, and we done dropped 30. We just up to scoring them, boy, man. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I turn on my vision. You younger, she get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it up hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights. I'm shining so bright. This visor to cover my face. You see me working and working. I'm getting it done. As soon they be feeding me grapes.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my band had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a real. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking facts, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, riding around and around. My dog just called, say he finna touch down. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound. Hold up, money caller right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is, man, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go. Let's go.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits.
No.
Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Turned up, turned down right now. Too dope, make better get around right now. Hey, I'm too turned up, turned down right now. Too dope, make better get around right now.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life, I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.